Hello learners, this is Habiba with Excel with me. If you like the video, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. Let's start today's class, that is UGC NET Paper 2 Education Approaches to Counselling. Under Unit 3 we were discussing learner and learning process, guidance and counseling. Under that we have already done little bit about approaches to counseling in the previous class, that is what is this CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, how these feelings, thinking and behavior are interacted with each other. We have discussed about what is CBT model is about and what are the three main counseling approaches, that is person-centered approach, and then we have discussed psychodynamic approach, and then CBT, that is cognitive behavioral therapy. We need to discuss in detail about cognitive behavioral therapy. Let's continue now. Now we are reactive beings who respond to a variety of external stimuli, and our behavior is a result of learning and conditioning. That is, what kind of persons we are? Reactive beings. That means something is happening, immediately we react, we respond to those whatever provoking things are there, stimuli, and our behavior definitely will change because of that stimuli or provoking. What happens because of that stimuli? A result will come as learning and conditioning. That is, because our behavior is viewed as having been learned, it can therefore be unlearned also sometimes. If anything is good for our thing, we will continue. If something what we have learned is not good, we will unlearn that and again we will relearn. We will move forward to relearn for the betterment. Then by helping clients to recognize negative thought patterns, they can learn new positive ways of thinking, which ultimately will affect their feelings and their behavior. That means in this cognitive behavioral therapy, whoever the clients are there, they will try to recognize what are the negative patterns they have to change them into positive way of thinking. That is the main motto of this CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. Now let's understand what is REBT, that is rational emotive behavior therapy. That is, REBT is the pioneering form of cognitive behavior therapy developed by Dr. Albert Ellis in the year 1955. That is, REBT is an action-oriented approach to managing cognitive, emotional and behavioral disturbances. Now let's understand in detail. According to REBT, it is largely our thinking about events that lead to emotional and behavioral upset. Yes, obviously, whatever our thoughts are there, whatever events which lead to the emotions and behavioral upsets. That is, for example, if we take adolescents, at the age of maybe teenagers, they will be in stress. In which direction they have to go? Emotional feelings. If their social condition is not good, if the family background is facing some problem, what happens? Effect will be on that person, on that child. So, emotional and behavioral upsets will begin. With an emphasis on the present, individuals are taught how to examine, challenge their unhelpful thinking, which creates unhealthy emotions and self-defeating or self-sabotaging behaviors. What does it say? Whoever are the individuals are there, they will be examined and challenge will be there for unhelpful thinking, which will create unhealthy emotions for those persons. They will defeat themselves only. They will disguise their behavior. So REBT is a practical approach to assist individuals in coping with and overcoming adversity as well as achieving goals. Now REBT places a good deal of its focus on the present. That is, REBT addresses what are the things it addresses? Attitudes, unhealthy emotions. Example, unhealthy anger, depression, anxiety, guilt. Nowadays, generations which are facing all these problems, and maladaptive behaviors such as procrastination. What is procrastination? The action of delaying or postponing something. I will do it later, I will think about it later, I will do again, like that they will postpone the action. Then addictive behaviors, aggression, unhealthy eating, which is very relevant nowadays. Sleep disturbance, obviously now technology has increased and the children tend to go behind this technology, leaving their eating habits and sleeping habits, everything is getting disturbed, and that condition that can negatively impact life satisfaction. To solve all these problems, this REBT is introduced. Now, REBT practitioners work closely with individuals seeking to help identify their individual set of beliefs, that is, attitudes, expectations, and personal rules that frequently lead to emotional distress. Whoever those practitioners are there, they will be experienced persons. They will work with the individual closely and they seek to help identify what are the problems of that individual, what are the set of beliefs that individual is having frequently which are leading to the emotional problems. They will identify to help them out. Then REBT then provides a variety of methods to help people reformulate their dysfunctional beliefs into more sensible, realistic and helpful ones by employing the powerful REBT technique called disputing. So, after identifying, they will provide variety of methods to help those persons to reformulate dysfunction, whatever the beliefs are there, they will try to dysfunction those beliefs and they bring the sensible and realistic things so that it will be helpful to employ powerful these techniques, REBT techniques, which is called disputing. Then ultimately, REBT helps individuals to develop a philosophy and approach to living that increase their effectiveness and satisfaction at work, in living successfully with others, in parenting and educational settings, in making our community and environment healthier, and in enhancing their own emotional health and personal welfare. The ultimate goal of this REBT, helping the individuals to develop such a kind of philosophy and approach to live a better life, increase their effectiveness and satisfaction at work. Wherever they are working, they should have some satisfaction, and also living successful life by themselves and also with others, living with others, and even it will help in good parenting also, or in also educational settings also, in the community and environment also, healthier, to provide healthier environment and enhancing the emotional health of a personal, for personal welfare also. This REBT is very helpful. Now, Albert Ellis, what does he says about REBT, rational emotive behavioral therapy, given by himself only, Albert Ellis. Let's understand in detail. This REBT is a type cognitive therapy first used by Albert Ellis, which focuses on resolving emotional and behavioral problems. That means already we have discussed whatever the thinking, thought process, cognitive, emotions and behavioral together, they will interact where these emotions come out and the behavior. So all these are tackled. REBT encourage the goal. What is the goal of this therapy? To change the irrational beliefs to more rational ones. Then REBT encourages a person to identify their general and irrational beliefs such as I must be perfect. Nobody is perfect here. So they will try and subsequently persuades the person to challenge these false beliefs through reality testing. So through reality testing, they will help those persons. Then now according to Ellis, what are the common irrational assumptions which are prevailing in the society? Let's understand. The first one is the idea that one should be thoroughly competent at everything. Obviously, in our Indian society also, we face the same problem. What is that idea? We are competent for everything. I can do anything, everything I can do. That perception has been brought from the generations. Then the next one, the idea that is catastrophic, that is involving or causing sudden great damage or suffering when things are not the way you want them to be. That means the catastrophic when things are not the way you want. That means if you want something to be like this only, if it is not happen like that, it must happen like that, you will feel. Then the idea that people have no control over their happiness. People used to think that we will not have any control on our happiness. The idea that you need someone stronger than yourself to be dependent on. This is also one of the assumptions. The idea that your past history greatly influences your present life. Past is past, we should move on to the present. But no, what people tend to stick to the past things which will affect their future. And the next assumption is the idea that there is a perfect solution to human problems and it's disaster if you don't find it. That means you will feel that perfect solution will be there. If it is not there, you will go in disaster. We should find alternative solution rather than sticking on one solution. This is the assumption people have, that perfect solution will be there. If it is not there, it's a big disaster. Now, Ellis believes that people often forcefully hold on to this illogical way of thinking and therefore employs highly emotive techniques to help them vigorously and forcefully change this irrational thinking. Forcefully, they want to change this irrational thinking, he says. Now, he had given the ABC model. Again, we will continue in the next class. If I continue this, it will go in a big class. You will not understand. Please go back to the video and understand thoroughly. And in the next class, we will understand what is this ABC model and we will continue. Thanks for your attention and time. If you like the video, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. We will meet in the next class. Happy learning.